Have you ever asked yourself, why do I always give up halfway every time I set a goal? Or why do some people achieve everything they want while I constantly feel stuck? If you've ever had these thoughts, don't worry. You're not alone. Most of us start the new year with great ambitions. We write down our goals, promise ourselves to change, and fuel our plans with determination. But after just a few weeks, life begins to interfere. Distractions, overwhelming workloads, the temptations of social media. And then everything falls apart. The truth is, the problem isn't that your goals are too difficult, but that you lack the discipline to stay on track. But think about this. What would happen if you could maintain focus even when the world around you is in chaos? How could you overcome temptations, procrastination, and excuses to achieve what you truly desire? This is where Stoicism comes in. Stoicism isn't a philosophy reserved for thinkers quietly meditating in the corner of a room. It's a practical way of life that has helped great minds like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus overcome adversity. And now it can help you take control of your life, starting with building discipline. Let me share a small lesson from Marcus Aurelius, the emperor and Stoic philosopher. He once wrote in Meditations, "You have the power to rise up and begin again right now. Don't let your old habits continue to hold you back." That's right. All change starts with you, right here, right now. And Stoicism is the key to building a strong foundation of discipline, allowing you to not only navigate 2025, but to break through every limit. So, are you ready? Are you ready to turn your goals into reality? Are you ready to live the life you've always dreamed of, but never dared to pursue? If your answer is yes, keep watching. What you're about to learn will not only transform how you perceive discipline, but also change your life. You cannot control the world, but you can always control how you respond to it. Epictetus. Let 2025 be the year you change the game, and that journey starts right now. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have the power to rise up at this moment, abandon negative thoughts, and begin living a life worth living." Have you ever felt like life is chaotic, as though you have no control over everything happening around you? The pressures from work, relationships, and even your own expectations can easily leave you feeling drained. But according to Stoicism, what happens outside is far less important than how you respond to it. And this is the essence of building discipline through Stoicism. What is Stoicism and why does it matter? Understanding Stoicism, emotionless living or self-control. When people hear about Stoicism, they often think it means being cold or emotionless, but this is far from the truth. Stoic philosophy does not teach us to ignore emotions, but rather to control them. You don't need to suppress sadness, frustration, or anger, but you can learn how to prevent those emotions from overwhelming you. Calmness and resilience in the face of challenges are not signs of indifference. They are manifestations of inner strength and discipline. Epictetus once said, "What troubles you is not the events themselves, but your judgment about them." Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control the world, we can control our reactions to it. This is an invaluable lesson in today's fast-paced world, where pressure and stress are inevitable. Lessons from the great Stoic philosophers Marcus Aurelius. Focus on what you can control. Marcus Aurelius, the famous Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in Meditations, "Your life is shaped by your thoughts. Keep them aligned with reason, and you will live a virtuous life." Imagine facing a significant challenge, a looming deadline, a strained relationship, or even a crushing failure. What is your first response? Most of us fall into anxiety, disappointment, or self-blame. But Marcus reminds us to focus only on what we can control. You cannot change the past or how others react, but you can choose your actions in the present moment. Shifting your focus from worry to action is how Stoicism teaches us to build discipline and move forward. Seneca. Make decisions based on core values. Seneca once said, "True wealth is not in what you own, but in what you can afford to let go of." This statement prompts us to reflect, are we making decisions based on our true values, or are we chasing after societal expectations? Discipline is not just about consistency, but about commitment to what truly matters. Ask yourself, are you dedicating time to what brings meaning to your life? Do you have the courage to let go of distractions to focus on your core values? Value-based discipline helps you resist the pull of short-term desires and stay aligned with your long-term purpose. Epictetus, finding serenity amid chaos. Epictetus emphasized, freedom is not gained by controlling others, but by mastering oneself. In a world full of turmoil, you don't need to change everything around you to feel at peace. True freedom lies in the ability to maintain a steady mind amid the storm. This is the foundation of Stoic discipline. Imagine being in the middle of a heated argument. Instead of losing your temper, pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, is this worth sacrificing my peace of mind? Discipline enables you to stay calm and not let negative emotions dictate your actions. Why Stoicism is the foundation of discipline. Stoicism provides us with three essential elements for building and sustaining discipline: clarity of thought, focus on what you can control, and let go of what doesn't matter. Value-driven actions. Make every decision based on long-term goals and personal meaning, consistency and freedom. Discipline comes not from force, but from the belief that you're doing what's right. Remember, discipline is not about punishing yourself. It's a gift that allows you to live a more meaningful life. Reflect on this. Are you in control of your life, or are external distractions controlling you? If you could focus on what truly matters, how would your life change? Start applying the lessons of Stoicism today and experience the difference in your journey toward building a disciplined and purposeful life. The core characteristics of discipline and how to cultivate it. You have the power to rise up at this moment, abandon negative thoughts, and begin living a life worth living. Marcus Aurelius. For many, discipline is often misunderstood as a form of control or self-imposed restriction. In reality, discipline is not something that confines you. It is the bridge that leads to freedom. Freedom to live in alignment with your values, goals, and dreams. Discipline is not an innate talent or a privilege reserved for a select few. It is a skill built from small, consistent habits. Like a statue carved through repeated strokes of a chisel, discipline is shaped by the small decisions you make daily. But why is discipline so difficult to maintain? Let's dive deeper. The definition of discipline. What makes it powerful? Discipline is the ability to overcome laziness, procrastination, and temptation to do what is necessary, even when you don't feel like it. This doesn't mean forcing yourself to extremes, but learning to remind yourself that every small action contributes to the bigger picture. Imagine you want to improve your health. One morning, you wake up and feel like staying in bed instead of exercising. Discipline isn't the harsh voice scolding you, it's the gentle reminder. Just 10 minutes of movement today. A little effort now will make a big difference tomorrow. These small habits, waking up early, completing tasks on time, or reading a book instead of scrolling on social media, form the foundation of discipline. Over time, they accumulate into significant changes. The challenges of maintaining discipline. Why is it so hard? In today's world, maintaining discipline has become more challenging than ever. We live in a world full of distractions, where every phone notification or social media scroll can pull us away from our goals. The age of distraction. Social media, entertainment platforms, and countless notifications constantly compete for our attention. An overload of information forces our minds into multitasking mode, which reduces focus and efficiency. The pressure to always be available. At work, we are expected to respond to emails and messages instantly, leaving us feeling perpetually exhausted. In personal life, social media pressures us to compare ourselves to others, making us feel like we're not enough. Ask yourself, how many hours a day do I spend on what truly matters? Am I in control of my time, or are distractions controlling me? How Stoicism helps. 3 core principles. The philosophy of Stoicism, with its focus on serenity and self-control, provides us with powerful tools to build and sustain discipline. Focus on what you can control. Epictetus once said, "Some things are within your control and some things are not." Peace comes from knowing the difference. You cannot control the weather, other people's attitudes, or the outcome of a situation, but you can always control your attitude, the effort you put in, how you respond to difficult situations. When you focus your energy on what you can influence, you'll worry less and feel more empowered. Embrace adversity. Instead of seeing failure as a sign of weakness, Stoicism encourages us to view it as an opportunity for growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The obstacle in the path becomes the path." Imagine an athlete training for a major competition. Every sore muscle, every small setback during training is a stepping stone to greater strength. Similarly, in life, every challenge you overcome strengthens your discipline muscles. Live by your values. Seneca reminds us, it is not that we have too little time, but that we waste much of it. Every decision and action you take should be guided by your core values and long-term goals. When you are clear about what truly matters, it becomes easier to say no to short-term temptations. For example, if your goal is to spend more quality time with your family, you'll learn to decline unnecessary meetings or hours wasted on social media. In this way, discipline is no longer a burden. It becomes a natural action aligned with a meaningful life. Stoicism, and the journey to building discipline, is not a gift you're born with. It is a skill, a journey that you must build step by step, every day. And Stoicism is the perfect guide, helping you stay grounded and focused on what truly matters. Ask yourself, am I dedicating my time to the most meaningful things in my life? How would my life change if I started cultivating discipline today? Start with small habits. Start today, and let discipline become the bridge that leads you to a life worth living. How to build strong discipline with specific strategies from Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius once said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Mornings are sacred. They are the first chapter of your day, setting the tone for what lies ahead. Imagine starting your day with intention, clarity, and focus, knowing exactly what you need to do to align your actions with your goals. This is not just an idealistic dream, it is a practice deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. The way you begin your morning can profoundly shape the way you live your life. Starting with a morning routine. In today's fast-paced world, mornings often feel like a rush, scrambling out of bed, glancing at your phone, or diving straight into the chaos of the day. But the Stoics believed that the morning was a time for reflection, preparation, and setting the foundation for resilience and discipline. The importance of starting your day with purpose. Marcus Aurelius would begin his mornings with deep self-reflection, contemplating the challenges he might face and reminding himself of his inner strength to handle them. He wrote, "Begin each day by telling yourself, 'Today, I shall meet people who are meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, deceitful, envious, and unsocial. They are like this because they cannot distinguish between good and evil.'" This practice wasn't pessimistic. It was a form of mental preparation. By anticipating obstacles, you are less likely to be caught off guard. Your morning becomes an anchor that keeps you steady amidst the day's turbulence. The Stoic mindset for discipline. Building discipline is not about perfection, it's about consistency. The Stoics teach us that every action, no matter how small, contributes to the greater whole. Each morning practice, each step to eliminate distractions, and each moment of intentional focus builds the foundation for a disciplined life. As you consider how to incorporate Stoic strategies into your life, ask yourself, am I starting my mornings with purpose? Or am I letting the day dictate my actions? What distractions are holding me back, and how can I let them go to focus on what truly matters? Remember, discipline is not something that happens overnight. It's a journey of small, deliberate steps, beginning with how you greet the day and how you guard your focus. Let Stoicism be your guide as you build a life of purpose, clarity, and resilience. Building discipline. Step by step with Stoic wisdom. Epictetus once said, First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Discipline is often viewed as a monumental task, a Herculean effort that requires us to radically transform our habits overnight. But the Stoics understood that discipline isn't built in grand, sweeping gestures. It is cultivated through small, deliberate actions repeated consistently over time. Like drops of water carving a stone, each step, no matter how small, shapes the life you want to create. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by your goals or unsure where to begin, Stoicism offers a practical and empowering approach. Start small, embrace challenges, and stay the course. Start small, achieve big. The road to discipline begins not with perfection but with progress. It's easy to set lofty goals, losing 50 pounds, writing a novel, or transforming your career. But the weight of these ambitions often paralyzes us. That's why the Stoics advocate for breaking down larger goals into smaller, manageable steps. Begin with small, achievable goals. Seneca reminds us, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Consider your own goals. If they feel overwhelming, how can you simplify them? Instead of aiming to exercise for an hour every day, start with a 10-minute walk. Instead of trying to overhaul your diet, focus on drinking more water or eating one healthy meal a day. These smaller goals build momentum, which in turn strengthens your resolve. Each small success reinforces your belief that progress is possible. Over time, these incremental victories accumulate into significant achievements. Use tools to stay focused. Stoicism emphasizes structure and intentionality. Tools like schedules, to-do lists, and calendars aren't just organizational aids. They're anchors that keep you aligned with your goals. Schedule your priorities. Dedicate specific blocks of time to the tasks that matter most. As Epictetus taught, no man is free who is not master of himself. Scheduling your day ensures that you control your time instead of letting it control you. Prioritize wisely. Create a list of tasks for the day, ranking them by importance. Focus on the top 3 priorities and let go of less critical items. This approach not only keeps you organized, but also prevents overwhelm. Learn to say no. Discipline requires clarity about what truly matters. This often means saying no to distractions, commitments, or activities that don't align with your goals. The Stoics viewed saying no as a form of strength, not selfishness. When you decline something that doesn't serve your purpose, you're protecting the energy and focus needed for your priorities. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Each time you say no to what doesn't matter, you're saying yes to what does. Embracing adversity as a path to growth. Life is filled with obstacles, difficulties at work, strained relationships, financial hardships. For many, these challenges feel like roadblocks. But the Stoics taught that adversity is not something to fear or avoid. It is a training ground for growth and discipline. Obstacles are opportunities. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This principle, often summarized as "the obstacle is the way," invites us to reframe how we view challenges. Instead of seeing them as barriers, we can choose to see them as opportunities to strengthen our discipline. For example, if you're struggling with procrastination, use the discomfort as a chance to build resilience. Commit to starting your task for just 5 minutes. If you face rejection or failure, see it as an opportunity to learn and refine your approach. Every obstacle you overcome reinforces your ability to persist. Each challenge is a stepping stone toward becoming the disciplined person you aspire to be. Success comes from consistency, not perfection. In a world obsessed with instant results, it's easy to believe that success requires perfection. But the Stoics remind us that consistency is far more powerful. Epictetus emphasized, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This mindset shifts the focus from achieving flawless outcomes to showing up every day, regardless of circumstances. Some days will be harder than others. You might miss a workout, falter on a project, or feel unmotivated. What matters is not the slip but the decision to keep going. Remember, success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about persevering through it. Stoic practices for cultivating discipline. If you're ready to build stronger discipline, consider incorporating these Stoic-inspired practices into your daily routine. Morning reflection. Begin your day by reflecting on your goals, values, and potential challenges. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve today? How will I handle difficulties with grace and composure? Evening. Journaling. End your day with self-reflection. Write about your successes, challenges, and lessons learned. This practice helps you identify patterns, track progress, and stay accountable. Visualize obstacles. Prepare for setbacks by imagining potential difficulties and how you will respond. This Stoic practice, known as premeditatio malorum, premeditation of evils, equips you to face challenges with resilience. Practice gratitude. Gratitude strengthens discipline by reminding you of what you value most. Each day, note 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. Gratitude keeps you focused on what truly matters. As you consider these strategies, take a moment to reflect. What small step can I take today to move closer to my goals? How can I reframe challenges as opportunities for growth? Discipline isn't built in a single day. It's a journey of small, consistent actions. Each step, no matter how small, strengthens your resolve. So, what will you choose today? Will you let distractions and challenges hold you back, or will you embrace the wisdom of the Stoics and take one step closer to the life you want to create? Discipline is the key to unlocking every great achievement. It is not about perfection, but about consistency, intentionality, and resilience. Through the teachings of Stoicism, you gain a mental foundation that empowers you to build sustainable discipline, no matter the challenges you face. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, embrace adversity as an opportunity, and align our actions with our values. By following these principles, discipline becomes not just a habit, but a way of life, one that leads to purpose, fulfillment, and lasting success. The journey to a disciplined 2025 starts today, not with grand gestures, but with small, deliberate steps. Each day is an opportunity to take action, to align your life with what truly matters. Begin by dedicating your mornings to reflection and preparation. Use this time to clarify your goals, identify your priorities, and build habits that anchor your discipline. Focus on one meaningful action at a time, knowing that progress, not perfection, is what transforms your life. Let 2025 be the year you break free from distractions, overcome procrastination, and take control of your destiny. The wisdom of the Stoics is here to guide you, but the choice to act rests with you. So, what step will you take today to create a disciplined and meaningful life? If this resonates with you, leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more Stoic wisdom to transform your life. Practical morning practices, inspired by Stoicism. Journaling. Take a few moments each morning to write down your thoughts. Reflect on 3 key things. Goals. What do you want to accomplish today? Values. How do you want to show up in the world? Challenges. What potential difficulties might arise, and how can you respond to them with calm and composure? Journaling not only brings clarity to your day, but also reinforces your commitment to living intentionally. Meditation or mindfulness. The Stoics practiced a form of mindfulness that involved focusing on the present moment and cultivating inner peace. Start your morning with a few minutes of silence or meditation. This helps you center your thoughts, gain control over impulsive emotions, build a sense of gratitude for the new day. Self-reminder. As you prepare for the day, remind yourself, today is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become a better version of myself. These affirmations are not just motivational, They align your mind with purpose and discipline, eliminating distractions. In a world filled with noise and interruptions, staying disciplined requires more than sheer willpower. It demands an intentional approach to creating focus and minimizing distractions. Setting clear boundaries with technology. Technology is both a blessing and a curse. Social media notifications, emails, and constant connectivity can derail even the most disciplined person. The Stoics teach us to control what we allow into our lives. Steps to take. Limit your social media use by setting specific times for checking your accounts. Turn off non-essential notifications during work or reflective periods. Use apps or tools designed to block distractions and help you stay on task. Creating an uninterrupted work environment. Your physical space plays a critical role in your mental discipline. A cluttered, noisy, or chaotic workspace can hinder your ability to focus. The Stoics would encourage creating an environment that aligns with your goals. Practical actions. Designate a dedicated, quiet area for work or study. Keep your workspace clean and free of unnecessary items. Communicate boundaries to those around you. Let them know when you need uninterrupted time. Applying Stoic principles, control and letting go. Epictetus taught, "Some things are up to us and some things are not. Our opinions, pursuits, desires and aversions are in our control. Everything else is not." This principle is vital for eliminating distractions. Instead of worrying about interruptions you cannot control, focus on what you can. For instance, if an external event disrupts your day, choose how you respond to it rather than allowing it to derail your progress. Accept that perfection is unattainable. Prioritize meaningful progress over unrealistic expectations.